I took the long road home, past the trees and the jackrabbits in the weeds. I took the long road home, just to see what I could see.
Here has 15 acres and he's trying to eke out a living with only 15 acres. And I'll tell you, they work, oh my word, by hand. The way they fill their silo, they will park their tractor in with the cutter in at the silo, and then their bundles of corn they will literally haul in by hand on a flatbed. This Sam, he milks some camels. I think he milks 6 or 7 camels, something like that. And he also has a couple little guys, but he doesn't leave them out till about mid-morning. If you want to come by and get some really cool pictures of $64 a gallon in at the farm. So, and he said they FedEx it all over, overnight FedEx it all over the country. And so till you get your cost of transportation, you're probably not far from $100 a gallon. And this is the male up here. He's.
Do people drink that milk?
Yes, they do. Side of nutrition say that it's helpful for some children with health issues, where the medical side say that really hasn't been proven. It mainly goes for children with some health issues. Also, in the Amish community, growing tobacco is a huge income among the Amish, and yes, they are allowed to smoke cigarettes and they are allowed to drink alcohol, although I've never. So you can see the tobacco plants growing. Just getting ready to plant. I would say in the next week, we've had a lot of rain, so it's awful wet, but they would be getting close to planting time. Now, a little bit about the dress. I'll start with the gentleman first.
What is that the horse is lying down? I thought they didn't do that.
Apparently they do here. Maybe they're comfortable lying down.
Hi.
You asked me right there. I'm not going to say anything.
They're out snoozing in the warm sun. Again, you can come back out here. This is just follow Musser School Road and you'll come right here. That's highlighted on that map. Now, I'd like to just share a little bit quickly about the wedding.
We are currently at Bird in Hand. We just got done with our tour and we are having some food. I'm having some leftover Chinese food. Let's see. Mom, what are you having?
Hi, I'm having natural peanut butter and grape jelly on a rice cake. Brought my jelly and my peanut butter from home.
And we have this beautiful view. We are trying to decide where we are going. There's a
here's the
lovely map. You guys haven't seen our view from the window. It's a decent view. There, can you see the playground? There is a playground there, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a tennis court back there. And then
I remember somebody playing basketball until at least 11 o'clock last night.
yeah, that was kind of annoying. And then the goats are that way, which we have to see. And I'll give you guys a room tour later. Mom, you want to do an outfit of the day for yourself?
Not really, but why not? This is my second outfit of the day. This is just a casual dress.
Do you know where it's from?
Absolutely not.
And then you have your what shoes would you?
I
would you
would say these
they
are my slip-on. I love these shoes. They are from Walmart. I hate to say, but they are. And I had black ones. I have black ones, and I use those when I take care of pets. So I wear those in the house to take care of pets.
So casual chic today.
Casual.
So we are trying to figure out where we are going, and since we are a little bit incapable of reading map and we also don't remember where the mill is, we are going to go down to the desk and try to figure out where we are going today. So come on, follow us along.
So, are we prepared?
Be prepared. Yes. Well, kind of prepared.
So we're walking down.
We're semi-prepared to leave.
We'll give you a little tour. Here is a lovely pool. A little reflective, so you can see both of us in here. Okay.
It is gorgeous outside. We are on our way to the car, as we said, to go to the front desk. There's the playground that I was talking about before, with the tennis court. And then behind the tennis court is where the goats are. And if you guys were following me last year, you know that my goat's over there. That's not really my goat, but I really love the goat.
Now we're gonna go to the car.
So we found where we are going. We are going to Hayloft Candles, and before that we're going to go to Mascot Mill, and it's not that far away from Bird in Hand where we're staying, so pretty excited to get going. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. All these lovely different faces.
I'm on the road again.
Just on the road again. This is a cool barn that's across the street from us. Stables. So this is one of the markets for Bird in Hand, and they're only open I think 3 or 4 days a week, and they are open on Wednesday, of course, Memorial Day, and then they always have a lot of like antique shops around and Amish shops. There's also a lot of places to stay in this area. We've passed quite a few. Oh, there's a quilt shop that is common here.
I'm sorry.
We want Enronks.
Oh, we never closed the door. Go the right way.
This house is so cute. I had to record it. It is from 1911. So old. It's okay. I talked to them before about it. So we have explained the directions.
In half a mile, turn right onto North Bronx Road.
And as you can hear, we have decided to use the GPS instead because this isn't giving us full roads. It's not like an entire map, so it's a little bit confusing.
Steak dinner this Saturday.
So we are back again to around the same spot, and hopefully
Old Pike.
hopefully the GPS is taking us the correct way this time. We are trying to get to Mascot Mill to go on a tour of the mill, which you guys will hopefully see. That's how they want to live.
Turn left onto Stumptown Road.
Okay, it should be like right here.
That's still
In a quarter.
Oh, look at the cows!
Just need to say I love the smell of manure. Very fresh. Earthy and organic. So look at all the chickens in this chicken coop.
Really?
Look at them.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. We have made it to Mascot Mill Park. This is a creek, it says up there. And we are going into that building.
Now,
That's how we feel.
would you mind signing our register, please?
That's so thick and heavy.
This is the office area, and the back part's where the post office was. The post office was in here for 44 years. It closed in 1934. The story there, Jacob, who was Franklin's dad, requested the postmaster in Philadelphia, who was John Wanamaker at that time, to assign them their own post office here for the community. And he agreed to do that, and he said they had to come up with a name for their community, and they couldn't use Ville or Bird because there was too many of those around, so they had to come up with another name. So they were married in New York, and while they were there, they saw a show, and there was a little dog in the show called Mascot. So actually, his mother suggested they name the village Mascot, which is what they did, and so that's how they got their name.
That's cute story.
Barrel of flour, and then you paint through the opening. It shows 196 because a barrel of flour weighs 196 pounds. So it's a pretty heavy object.
Wow.
This is the barrel room. This is where they would have stored the finished product. There's all kinds of things in here. There's a piece of lumber over there from when they had the sawmill. And over here to the left is one of the last grinding stones. The stones weighed a ton, and they were imported from France. The stone in France is harder than it is here, so it made it worthwhile to bring them over because they would last longer. Because they were so heavy, they used them as ballast in the ship. So they bring a pair at a time so it wouldn't throw the ship off balance.
That's really heavy.
You've actually
2000.
you've actually turned those.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You don't remember that?
Back to the house. So if Anna wanted to get a hold of Franklin, she could ring the bell. And then he knew it was time to go to the house.
It's like a cell phone today.
Yeah. We didn't have cell phones back then.
No,
that's for sure.
Okay, so we're going to show you a little bit about corn grinding. After they put the turbine in, this is the new equipment that would have been installed. It's called an attrition mill. There's 2 steel plates inside this grinder. They spin in opposite directions like that. The corn would be loaded from the second floor and come down the chute, passes through these magnets. That's going to collect any metal that might be accidentally mixed into the product and save it from damaging their plate. Goes downstairs into a holding bin, picked up by this conveyor belt with these little buckets and carried back upstairs again. And then it goes through a shaker box upstairs, which is shaking and vibrating. Heavier items come down this chute to a container, and the fine ground cornmeal comes down this chute into this container. So what they're using is regular field corn, like this, and most of the time the farmer would roast it in their oven before they bring it in. Roasted corn smells better and tastes better. It's kind of like peanuts, so it makes a better product. So we're going to put some roasted corn in the grinder and show you how this works.
That's cool.
So I'm going to open the gate control back here like I showed you over there in the chart, and that's going to let the water come in and things will start moving.
That's cool that this still works.
Use this to make, excuse me,
Bless you.
a little dusty.
Yeah.
Muffins and bread and mush and scrapple. They were 2 of the local things. Do you know what that is? Very coarse. Then we go to a medium texture, and these last 2 are pretty smooth. So what's going on over here is we're taking our local wheat, which is soft winter wheat. It goes through the first grinder and it strips the outside shell off the wheat kernel. And the outside shell is the bran. So they didn't want the bran back in those days, so they would give us to the horses and to the cattle. The second stage was the wheat germ, which is the cap of the kernel. This would go to the chickens and the pigs. They didn't want that either. Nutrition. So eventually they discovered if you just grind everything together, you have whole wheat. Everything's in there. For cakes and pies, pastry, things like that. But for good bread making, we we import hard ones. So there's hard white and hard red, and that comes from the Midwest out around Kansas. When Franklin was producing this pure white flour, he'd take a sampler and put on this panel, move it around like that, and they called that slipping. And he was looking for these brown specks. If he saw any specks in his flour, he knew something was wrong, he'd stop everything. So upstairs on the second floor, and there's 2 big shaker boxes upstairs. There's 50 screens like this that are shaking and rotating and sifting the flour. So after a lot of use, eventually you get a tear or a hole in one of these screens, and he'd have to go up and find the damaged screen, pull it out, and either replace it or repair it before he could start up again. This material was made out of silk up until World War II, then they switched over to nylon. So we're going to show you how this works. I'm going to start this one up so you can see it running.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
Super cool.
Picture of us. Sneaky kitty. What she found.
I just found it.
They could send it back in behind to a barrel packer, or the far side there's a flour bin, or over here we have a bagging system. They could send it to a bag. So once they switched over to the turbine, and where they doubled their production here, it was doing like 1 to 2 barrels an hour of flour. It's a one-man operation. It was working long days, producing a lot of material, and they had a very good business.
Very good business.
Any question?
So cool.
I think this is neat. I would, this is a great class job.
Yeah.
Because you can actually see it from
Yeah.
Dad.
That's good for engineers.
Oh my god. Well, my mind is going, like a mile a minute. Like, wow, how do you really take care of all that?
This is the house that we're going to next. What you guys just saw was the mill. Now we're going to there.
And the jackrabbits in the weeds. I took the long road home just to see what I could see. Well, it was a big wide world out there, filled with sunshine and a sky with air. And the world it said with a small still breath, thanks for coming just to see me.